Hello students, welcome to Science Teacher. In this session, we are going to learn third type of chemical reaction, that is displacement reaction, in detail. We will also learn reactivity series and a simple trick to remember all the members of reactivity series. Let us learn what is a displacement reaction. The chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its salt solution. That is called as displacement reaction. Based on whether the metal is involved or the non-metal is involved in the reaction, there are two types of single displacement reactions. One is anion replacement reaction, that is non-metals are involved, especially halogens like chlorine, bromine, iodine or fluorine are involved. Then it is called as anion replacement reaction. Second type of displacement reaction is called as cation replacement, or generally it is called as metal displacement reaction. Let us learn in detail about metal displacement reaction. First thing you have to remember is that with a single displacement reaction, the elements that form cations can only displace cations. I told you already, cation replacement reaction, in that only cations can participate. Cations cannot displace only cations and anions can only displace anions. What do you mean by cation? Cations are positively charged ions. Positive ions are called as cations. Which element will form cations? You know already, metals are electropositive in nature. That means they readily lose the electron. They will readily lose a electron to form a positive ions. For example, you can write some metals you can write, that is calcium Ca2 plus, magnesium ion Mg2 plus, sodium ion Na plus, and more metals. This is about cation. What about anion? Anions are non-metal ions. The non-metals are electronegative in nature and they readily gain the electrons. They will gain the electron. When they gain the electron, they get negative charge. So, for example, oxide ion O2 minus, then hydroxide ion OH minus, then we have for this particular anion, you can understand all the halogens, that is fluoride, chloride, bromide or iodide ions. Especially you have to remember about these ions in a anion replacement reaction. So let us learn metal displacement reaction in a detail. What is metal displacement reaction? The highly reactive metal displaces less reactive metal from its salt solution. That is known as metal displacement reaction. Before learning metal displacement reaction, you have to learn about reactivity series. Then only you can understand which metal is more reactive and which metal is less reactive. So let us learn what is reactivity series. So in this series, certain metals which are commonly used are arranged in a decreasing order of their reactivity. Let us write the metals which are commonly used. So first one is potassium, then sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, then hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum. Now these are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. That means a metal placed higher in the reactivity series is a more reactive, whereas the metal placed at the bottom of the reactivity series are least reactive. The more reactive metal displaces, less reactive metal. That means here potassium can displace a sodium from its salt solution. That is how you have to understand metal displacement reaction. Now how to remember these all metals name? How we can arrange them one by one according to their reactivity. For that you have to remember one mnemonics, that is Po, So, Ka, Mg, Al, Zin, Fe. Very simple, right? Posoka, Mg, Al, Zin, Fe. You have to write the symbol for this. Po means potassium, potassium symbol is K. And So means sodium, sodium symbol is Na. And Ka means calcium, Ca. Mg, magnesium, Al, aluminium. And Zin means zinc. And Fe means iron. Next you can remember easily, that is tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold. Gold is Au, and then last one is platinum. Up to this you have to remember, because for class 10 you will get questions based on all these metals. Now you have to remember below hydrogen how many metals are there. You have to remember. See, copper is below hydrogen, so copper cannot displace hydrogen from its salt solution. If any acid react with the copper, copper cannot release hydrogen gas from that, because it is below. The metal which is below in the reactivity series cannot displace the metal which is above in the reactivity series. Only more reactive metal can displace a less reactive metal. Less reactive metal cannot displace a more reactive metal. You have to remember. So how to remember this reactivity series? That is with the mnemonics Posoka, Mg, Al, Zin, Fe. You have to remember, you have to write it many times, so that whenever question comes for metal displacement reaction, you can easily answer to that. We have to write some of the examples for metal displacement reaction. Let us write that. So first one is, let us take the example of iron. Now reaction of iron nails with copper sulfate solution. Let us write the formula for that and understand what happens. Look at the diagram in this and you can easily understand what we are going to do. We are taking a stand and we are keeping one test tube full of copper sulfate solution. Half of the test tube is filled with a copper sulfate solution. What is the formula for copper sulfate? That is CuSO4. And in that copper sulfate solution, we are dipping one iron nail. Symbol for iron is Fe. Now what happens? The blue colored copper sulfate solution, after some time it will change into green color. What is the reason for that? That is due to the formation of ferrous sulfate. The formula for ferrous sulfate is FeSO4. Now iron nail will become a brown due to the deposition of copper over it. Now let us write the proper equation for that. That is Fe plus CuSO4 gives a FeSO4 plus a Cu. Is it balanced now? Let us write the physical state symbols. Copper sulfate solution, so you have to write Aq, and ferrous sulfate again solution. Aq and copper is a solid. Now what will happen to this copper? It will get deposited on the iron nail. So iron nail will become brown. Ferrous sulfate solution is green in color and copper sulfate is blue. You can observe easily in this diagram. So blue colored solution has changed. After some time it has changed into green color. That is due to the formation of ferrous sulfate. Now what is the reaction here? Iron, which is above in the reactivity series, displaces copper from its salt solution. Result of the reaction is that ferrous sulfate is formed. How this reaction takes place? See, in the aqueous solution, these salts are in the form of ions. Let me write it properly. Now copper sulfate in a solution form, it will dissociate into ions Cu2 plus and SO4 2 minus ion. So this Cu2 plus will be displaced with the Fe2 plus. So Fe2 plus will combine with the sulfate ion to form ferrous sulfate. So that is how ferrous sulfate is formed. The free copper ion will be forming copper and it will be deposited over the iron nail, making it a brown in color. So let us learn other examples. Here, if a strip of magnesium metal, how to write the magnesium metal? Magnesium symbol is a Mg. So let us write that magnesium metal is placed in a copper sulfate solution. Again we are taking copper sulfate solution. Now copper sulfate is a blue in color, magnesium is a solid. After some time the blue color will disappear, means it will become colorless due to the formation of magnesium sulfate, and copper will be deposited over the magnesium metal. Due to that, the magnesium metal will turn into brown color. So the blue colored solution becomes colorless due to the formation of magnesium sulfate. Now what is the reason for this reactivity? That is, the magnesium is more reactive than copper. So magnesium displaces copper from its salt solution. So you have to remember, in the reactivity series, the position of magnesium is above that of copper. This is the reason why the more reactive copper will displace the more reactive magnesium will displace a copper from a copper sulfate solution. That you have to remember. This answer you have to remember always. In the reactivity series, the position of magnesium is above that of copper. Since it is more reactive than copper, it displaces copper from a copper sulfate solution. This way you have to write the answer. So next let us learn about some more examples. The metals like zinc, aluminium, then some other metals like lead, iron, etc. They will also displace copper from copper sulfate solution. The chemical reactions with these all metals can be written as, first one is zinc. How it reacts? Let us write the formula for that. Zinc Zn plus copper sulfate forms zinc sulfate plus copper. Again, why this reaction takes place? Because zinc is above copper. Being more reactive, zinc can displace copper from its salt solution. As a result, copper is released and zinc sulfate is formed. Copper sulfate is a blue colored solution, whereas zinc sulfate is a colorless. Now next one is aluminium. How aluminium reacts with the copper sulfate? Let us write the formula. Al plus CuSO4 gives Al2SO4 whole thrice. That is aluminium sulfate plus copper. Now here again aluminium sulfate is colorless and copper sulfate is blue in color. Now blue color disappears due to the formation of aluminium sulfate. Again, aluminium is more reactive than a copper. That is why aluminium is able to displace copper from its salt solution. Now next example is lead. Lead plus copper sulfate forms lead sulfate PbSO4 plus Cu. Here lead sulfate is a white in color and it is a solid. It is insoluble in water. Lead will react with copper sulfate, which is a blue colored solution. So copper sulfate will change into lead sulfate by reacting with the lead. So lead sulfate is white colored crystal. It is a solid and copper will be deposited. Copper again is a solid, it will be deposited. Now next is with the iron. We already wrote that. Let us write it again. Fe plus CuSO4 forms a FeSO4. It is FeSO4 plus Cu. FeSO4 is a green colored solution. Copper sulfate is what? It is a blue colored solution. Let us write aqueous for all the solutions we have taken. You have to remember, you always have to write a balanced chemical equation along with the physical state symbol. This is very important. Now copper sulfate is aqueous, iron is a solid, and ferrous sulfate is aqueous again, and copper is a solid. Ferrous sulfate is green color, copper sulfate is blue in color. You can understand with the color change, you can understand there is a chemical reaction. What is the reason here? Iron is more reactive than copper. Being more reactive, iron is able to displace a copper from its salt solution. This is how the metal displacement reaction takes place. Iron displaces lead from the aqueous solution of lead nitrate. Let us write the equation for this reaction. Iron is Fe combines with the aqueous solution of lead nitrate PbNO3 whole twice to form FeNO3 whole twice plus Pb. Now PbNO3 whole lead nitrate is aqueous solution, so you have to write a AQ. Fe is a solid and ferrous nitrate, that is aqueous, and lead is a solid. You have to remember iron is more reactive than a lead. That is why iron is able to displace lead from its salt solution. Next is how the metals are able to displace hydrogen from its salt solution. Let us see the example for that. You already learned that in reactivity series where the hydrogen is. Let us write the reactivity series again. Po, So, Ka, Mg, Al, Zin, Fe. Then comes the tin, lead, then comes hydrogen, then comes copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum. Here the hydrogen is in the middle. So all the metals which are above hydrogen, they are able to displace hydrogen from its salt solution. Whenever these metals react with acid, they are able to displace a hydrogen and hydrogen gas is released. Whereas the copper, mercury, silver, these metals, when they react with acid, they are not able to displace hydrogen, and in that reaction, hydrogen gas is not released. Let us see the example. Sodium combines with the hydrochloric acid to form a salt, sodium chloride, and hydrogen gas is released here. We have to write the state symbols. Sodium is a metal, so solid. Now next example, potassium also combines with the sulfuric acid, which is a aqueous solution, to form potassium sulfate solution, and hydrogen gas is released. Sodium and potassium are highly reactive metals, so they are able to displace a hydrogen. Let us see some more examples how the metals are able to displace a hydrogen from acids. Let us see zinc, how it reacts. Zinc, magnesium, iron, they are able to displace a hydrogen. Why? Because zinc is a above hydrogen and magnesium also above hydrogen. Whereas the metals which are below hydrogen like copper, mercury, silver, these metals, they are not able to react with the acid to release a hydrogen gas. You have to remember. Now next is what happens if the less reactive metal is added to a salt solution of more reactive metal. Nothing will happen. That means there is no reaction in that situation. Let us write one example for that. That is ferrous sulfate. When copper is added to ferrous sulfate, is the reaction going to happen? No. Why? Because this copper is not able to displace a iron. Why? Copper is a less reactive metal than a iron. Being less reactive, copper is not able to displace iron from its salt solution. You have to remember, less reactive metals are not able to displace more reactive metals from its salt solution. Okay. The displacement reaction is not only observed in metals but also among non-metals. Non-metals also can take part in a displacement reaction. But in this case, the displacement reaction is known as anion replacement reaction. Especially halogens like fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine, they take part in anion replacement reaction. Their reactivity is fluorine is more reactive than chlorine, chlorine is more reactive than iodine. So this you have to remember, fluorine is more reactive than chlorine, chlorine is more reactive than bromine, bromine is more reactive than iodine. Let us learn some examples. First thing you have to remember is one anion will replace another anion from its solution. And anion means what? It is a negatively charged ion or a non-metal element that can displace another non-metal element which is less reactive. So here one halogen which is more reactive can displace another halogen which is less reactive from its salt solution. Let us take some examples for that. The chlorine gas, when it is added to sodium bromide solution, then there will be a displacement reaction forming sodium chloride and bromine gas. What is the reason for this? This chlorine is more reactive than a bromine. That is why chlorine is able to displace a bromine from its salt solution. Second example is bromine is able to displace iodine from a potassium iodide solution. This bromine is more reactive than iodine. That is why it is able to displace iodine from its salt solution. As a result, the potassium bromide and iodine are formed. With this, we are ending our session. Children, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel and